Hello, kittens. I've decided. Usually it's beer and crashes. Well, beer and racing anyway. On these Friday nights, but I've decided it's going to be wine, and whatever happens tonight, it's going to be wine instead of beer. I've been trying to pull myself back into wine a little bit. And I kind of went in fits and starts with that for quite a while. But I'm slowly starting to drag myself back into that arena once more. But it's this might be the last of the three racing the interchangeable ones, the ones that were rotated 2025. So Descenders, Wreckfest, and Wreckfest 2. And those are the ones I was rotating. And I think next Friday, barring anything new from Wreckfest 2, I think we're going to start a new racing game series, a whole new series next Friday. Because I do have Gravel, I do have Street Racing Syndicate, and I'm not ever going to play those if I keep just rotating out the usual suspects. So tonight's going to be Descenders. We'll see January off with some of the old favorites. But after tonight, we're going to be looking, barring anything new, like I said, from Wreckfest 2 Early Access, barring anything from that, we'll be looking at a new racing game series starting and playing it, in fact, only on Fridays, next Friday. So if anyone is keeping track of that or keeping score or whatever, I know the world is melting down at the moment. Today was Ice Out, I believe was what they called it. And it was the idea being that a whole bunch of predominantly local businesses nationwide and kids fucked off out of school to protest the barbarity of the Gestapo that we know here in America as ICE. And I absolutely commend everyone that's involved in that. Again, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, or I would have attempted to find some protest to join. But there's not, to my mind, there's really not a point in, I guess, potentially making myself sicker for a variety of personal reasons I won't get into now. But I'm with all of anyone who may be doing that in spirit. And I am also another one of those of the firm belief that they should ban that fucking division of the federal government completely outright. Just get rid of the entire fucking thing. Obviously, it has been a magnet for a bunch of psychopaths, and we need the roles. We need the roles of anyone who is employed there. That will be valuable information. But outside of that, just as a collection of psychopaths, there is no other value to it. So obviously this channel is one that tends to be of frivolity, and by now we should know who the important one to follow for actual meritorious stuff, for actual relevant and important stuff is, and that is Hassan Piker, the what does he call it? The Piker Broadcasting Service, Hassanabi. So if you're inclined towards something that matters, then that is where to go for sure. So definite shout out to him for doing the work. But okay, so let us get to the frivolity now. So let's take a look here at this, which is our our Wreckfest 2, the developer blog. The first one is out today, so we'll take a little peek at it here. Career part 1 out of 2. I don't know when the next one is. Every time there's a new one of these, this will be on stream as well. And I probably will include this in the Wreckfest 2 Early Access playlist. And so here we are with the Wreckfest dev blog. Oh, well, I have not read this, so we're going to look at it together. So howdy, folks. Thrilled to announce the launch of the official Wreckfest 2 development blog. If you're reading this, you're already part of something special. The journey to create the next generation of the definite alternative motorsports game. The blog is where they will be pulling back the curtain on how they're building Wreckfest 2. Sharing their design philosophy, challenges we're tackling, systems we're creating, and most importantly, why we're making the choices we are. Game development is messy, often full of surprises, and we think the journey is worth sharing with you, our dear players. So I will just say that unquestionably, with the results they got on the first Wreckfest, yes, 100% worth it. No question. And that's not even in question. That's nice. I'm trying a new Menage a Trois wine tonight. So what can you expect from this blog? We're not here to feed you corporate speak or vague promises. You are part of THQ Nordic, so we're here to share the real deal. And yes, admittedly going to share some of our challenges. All right. I will take them. Why is there a white streak like right in the middle of this? This is so odd. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Fuck. Okay, go back up there. Jesus Christ. Okay. When we said we wanted to develop the game with you, our community, we meant that. So I have sent them my VODs, all the VODs that I've had on Wreckfest 2 Early Access. I've sent them that. Absolutely, I hope they avail of that to whatever extent it's useful. Feedback is invaluable to us, and this blog is one of the ways we're going to make sure you're part of the process. Ready to take the wheel? Let's dive into what makes Wreckfest 2 tick. We're going to kick off the blog by diving deep into something that's going to be absolutely fundamental to how you'll experience Wreckfest 2, the career mode. So the career mode, I will say, for the first Wreckfest was outstanding. It was one of the best career modes I think I've seen any game ever do. And if they just kind of stick with that, I'm way good. I'm so fucking good if that's what they do. This isn't going to be your typical win races, unlock cars, rinse and repeat setup. We've completely reimagined what a career mode can and, in our opinion, should be like in a racing game, and we can't wait to tell you how and why. Again, one of the things I hope that Bugbear does or doesn't do, I guess, is like you don't need to reinvent everything. There's a lot of stuff that not only worked, but worked extremely well in the first Wreckfest. Like there's stuff you can improve for sure, but there's a lot of stuff like that is one of my all-time favorite games. I think it's almost flawless, their approach to it. So my nervousness is that, in trying to tinker with stuff too much, you might break some of that. And like, it's hard to tell from early access, and I've sent them a lot of notes on this, but there are things that I wish that the early access version wasn't doing, or different things that were in there in the first iteration that are not there now. The first iteration being the first game. And there is some things that the second game does better. But there's more that it doesn't do better, I guess. And I'm trying to spend as much time with this as I can, just because, for the simple fact that a lot of people, like, one of the common questions is, what should I get? Should I get the first one, or should I get the early access? And for me, it's like the first one is very, very done. And the first one was also in early access for a very long time. So for me, I would just say go buy the first one. Buy the first one. And if you really like that and you want to support Bugbear, then throw in on the second one for sure. But the second one, if you're just buying it to play it as a game and you're not someone invested, it isn't there yet. I mean, it's early access. That it means that by default. All right, so building on our strengths, what makes Wreckfest special? Before we get into new stuff, let's talk about what we learned from the original game and what we're bringing forward from it. Wreckfest has a unique proposition, an alternative motorsports game combined with physics-based, action-packed gameplay, and much to our joy, it found its audience. Fucking A. Great game. Our view is that the core proposal is super solid, agreed, and we're not going to mess with what works. Instead, we're doubling down on our strengths while adding fresh elements to the mix to address the weaknesses. So, I'm going to intermix this with my commentary, obviously, but that paragraph is very subjective, because what they're saying is a strength is maybe not what I'm going to say is a strength, what maybe not some of the other dickwads that I played the game with is going to say is a strength. And the same thing with weaknesses. So, kind of keeping an eye on that a little bit. To not mess this up, we've done extensive work to understand what makes Wreckfest the game that we and our players love. As far as we can see, the essence consists of three key things. Alternative motorsports authenticity, sure. Best in business destruction, definitely. And dynamic gameplay. Those are factors, yes, and they aren't just buzzwords. They're the foundation everything else is built on. So I don't know what those mean. Like motorsports authenticity is the cars look and sound and feel correct, I think is what that means. And I'd say that is definitely part of it. Destruction, yes, that is definitely a significant part of it. And dynamic gameplay. So honestly, I think actually the tracks, I don't know where they're fitting tracks into this, but the tracks have to be fun if you're going to play them hundreds, if not thousands of times like I have. Like those tracks have to be some of the best that have ever existed. And I don't know which of those three categories they're fitting into that, but that is a significant part of that. That might be the authenticity. I don't know. To not mess this up, I already read that. So for Wreckfest 2, we've identified 7 core game pillars that guide every decision. Okay. Live the alternative motorsports fantasy. We want you to feel like you're actually living the grassroots racing experience. From weekend warrior to recognized champion. Dude, I don't care about that. So I will say very explicitly, I don't give a shit about that. What do I want to do? I want to get in there and fuck shit up. That is the alpha and the omega for me. All right, so every race is different, dynamic gameplay where anything can happen. Sudden crashes, mechanical failures, lunatic AI. No, we don't need mechanical failures. You can get rid of that. No two races should ever feel the same. I mean, imagine that. Imagine you're getting a commanding lead of like 2-3 laps, as you could in the old Wreckfest, even when the AI is an expert. And then just all of a sudden your fucking steering stops. Or what? Your steering stops, or you lose a bunch of wheels. Fuck that. I don't need that kind of shit. I don't need that. But obviously if you're running into stuff, then, fair point. All right. So best and best destruction is of course killer feature. We're making sure nobody can steal our thunder. More detailed deformation, better crash physics, improved effects. So we're fine. Yep. Play the game the way you want. Whether you're a racer, crasher, or just here for fun, the game should reward your playstyle or whatever else. There's missing the word you there, or whatever else do in the game's context without forcing you down a single path. Sure. Personalize your experience, makes your cars distinctively yours, and show your creations to the world. To a limited extent, I would agree. That's cool. Multiply the fun in multiplayer. Racing with best joy of their friends. We're making it easier than ever to wreck together. So I wonder if this means it's going to be cross-platform. That's kind of what I'm taking out of that, which is a good idea, by the way. For players with players, this is going to be a living, evolving game built on your feedback. We're in this together for the long haul. I've sent them a bunch of feedback, and I will continue to do that, but they haven't necessarily gotten to some of the things I've sent them as of yet. So I don't want to send them more because I want to see how those other things are fixed, if they're going to be fixed. I assume they will. Get in the meat of today's update, the career system. The problem with traditional racing careers, okay. So let's be honest about something. Most racing game careers are, well, kind of boring once you've experienced the pattern. This honestly, that was a huge problem for me with Need for Speed. Also, but though it was just some cheap, chintzy shit too with that game. The last one I played, Heat, I think. You start with a slow car, you win races, you earn experience points, you unlock the next tier of races, then you rinse and repeat ad nauseum. Until you've climbed all ladders there are. It works, sure, but doesn't really reflect what real motorsports racing is all about. And even more importantly, it ends up giving all players a remarkably similar experience. I really think, though, that they did a really great job with the career in the first Wreckfest. So, like, I don't know how much you need to fuck with what's already there. You see, one of the shortcomings of the original Wreckfest career mode is that while the individual events were often fun, there wasn't really much variation in the career structure. So one of the issues that I had was that you would get forced into shitty tracks, racing on shitty tracks. And one of the nice things about that is that you could step around that and then just go forward without it. So I think it was them trying to basically give you a taste of basically everything the game had to offer, which is fine. Like, I really think the original Wreckfest career mode was quite smart at how they did it. Anyway, if you love banger racing but didn't care about the other disciplines, tough luck. To progress, you had to play through everything anyway. Yeah, because, sample everything on the menu. That's fine. I mean, it was enough that you could very easily fudge it. So to me, that wasn't that big of a deal. If you prefer crashing over racing, you still had to win races to progress. And if you happen to be the player who just wanted to race the other way, that didn't sit right with us. I mean, make the game you want to make, but I have less of a problem with all that, I guess. Now, don't get us wrong. The original Wreckfest did its job as a career mode, was functional, and got you through the content. True. Yet we knew we could do better. Sure. Okay. We knew we had to do better. I mean, because here's the thing. Along the years, we've been listening to your feedback and following the community channels to see how Wreckfest is played. It's clear to us that Wreckfest attracts all sorts of different kinds of players. Some of you are pure racers who live for that perfect lap time. Okay. So, okay, I'll finish this one. We're coming back to that, though, Bugbear. We're coming back to that. Others are here to cause absolute carnage and demolition lap derbies. No, I'm here to cause carnage always in everything. And some of you just want to see what happens when you pit a lawnmower against a fleet of school bus and enjoy the ensuing chaos. You're going to get fucking wrecked if you do that, actually. That's So why should all you follow the same path? I mean, I get what they're trying to say, but they can really fuck this up if they try to be all things to all players. Let me just say that again. They can really fuck this up if they try to be all things to all players. And there are already a lot of other sim games out there. We don't need another one. I mean, a sim game that involves lots of crashing and stuff, cool, I guess, but do we need another fucking sim game? Do we need another sim game? And if so, what and why? Like, we already have BeamNG to an extent. We have iRacing. We have Enceto. We have, what else is there? The Forza one. We have Gran Turismo. There's a lot of fucking racing, goddamn simulator racing games already. Like, we don't need really another one that is only partially focused on that, to me. Like, if you want to make Wreckfest an arcade racer part of it, I mean, it already is kind of that, then I guess fine, whatever. But, I mean, are you going to simulate the Nürburgring? I mean, what are we doing here? Like, what are we trying to do? I mean, if people want to race, just to be a pure racer, are they going to choose this? Like, why would you choose a game called Wreckfest if that's what you want to do? I think their philosophy and mine are very disparate here on this point. All right, play the game the way you want. This has really become our... Okay, we'll get back to that. This really became our North Star for Wreckfest 2's career mode. Let players experience the game their way, when they want and how they want. The career mode we're building revolves around something we, for lack of a better term, call player profiles. They represent the different ways people play Wreckfest, and we've identified 3 core profiles that should be felt, capture most of our player base. First one is the racer. The player's all about competition, clean racing lines, perfect apexes, and crossing that finish line first. They want to prove they're the fastest driver on the track. Next is the crasher. This player loves contact. They're here for the spectacular collisions, the tactical wrecking, the satisfaction of turning an opponent's car into scrap metal while somehow keeping theirs running. And we have the bone breaker. This player just wants to have fun. They're experimenting with ridiculous vehicle scenarios, enjoying absurd game modes, and generally embracing the man without worrying too much about podium finishes. I think for me, probably I'm more towards the bone breaker as far as that goes. But I think actually most players are probably a combination of all 3. You know, like I'm not averse to finishing first, certainly. And I definitely want to get out there and just fuck shit up. So, but I think predominantly, I mean, I don't really disagree. They've got all the data. I'm just talking about me. Not everybody else. Here's what's crucial. We shouldn't be making you pick one style and stick with it. You can be a racer in one event, switch to full demolition derby crasher mode in the next, and then mess around with some ridiculous special event right after. The career mode needs to adapt how you're playing right now, not how you played yesterday or how we think you should play tomorrow. The career system in Wreckfest 2 is built around giving you that same freedom. We want you to role play the career path of your fantasy motorsports counterpart, and we want to reward you for playing how you want to play. So the career mode in the first Wreckfest already did that because you didn't have to complete every single race to move on, to progress. You had to do some of them. You didn't have to do all of them. You just had to do some of them. I'm really nervous at there being a solution in search of a problem here. So Racer, we have the Finnish Folk Racing Champ. This is a shitty track. Oh, okay. So you have different champions. So that's kind of cool because then you can just get all the championships if you want to. That's kind of neat. Wild West Shootout, Hot Lapper Tuner. Ugh. We have Reverse Racer. Okay, so this is actually less me. I'm maybe more of a crasher. Bone Stock Maniac, Tank Builder. I think kind of honestly, I'm more between Racer and Crasher. Like this silly shit. The Supervan sucks. That's really not a fun thing to drive. Airtime Aficionado. I mean, that actually might be me all by itself. I might just be that because I love to just launch the fucking cars. That's like my favorite thing. Like if you've seen any of the VODs where I have Hellride at my disposal, that is literally all I wanted to do in Hellride was launch the fucking car off the goddamn jump and go past the actual fucking start finish line. Reverse Racer, I think Reverse Racer is actually kind of dumb. But like they did a lot of this stuff already in the first Wreckfest. Okay, disciplines. Choose your motorsports fantasy rather than one linear career path. Wreckfest 2 structures its career around multiple disciplines, distinct motorsport categories that represent different aspects of alternative racing culture. Right now, we're planning 4 core disciplines for the base game. Okay. We have Euro racing, which is going to be shit. This discipline captures the wide world of European grassroots racing. Think rally cross style close quarters racing on dirt, tarmac, and mixed surfaces. Blech. Covers everything from folk racing, smaller fields, more tactical racing, and less contact. Fuck that. To central, like, why? Why would you ever have these two words together when you're making a Wreckfest? Why? To Central European style autocross and stock car style races with 24 car chaos where wrecking is the main attraction. Okay, whatever. There's the BMW. There's the shitty popper. Well, where's my car? One thing we learned from the original Wreckfest is that calling something racing and then making every event play exactly the same gets stale fast. That's the thing with the first Wreckfest, though. It takes, especially for me who doesn't like to play games more than once most of the time. Like, I'm still playing that fucking game. And I've been doing that for, 6-7 years? Something like that now? Same with Descenders. So, I mean, I don't know that it really gets stale that fast. Like, I played it so much now that I need breaks between it just because I played it so much. But the last time I got in it, I had a fucking blast. That was last Friday. There's VODs of all this. Anyway, so within Euro Racing, you find variety. Some events reward more precise driving with fewer cars on track. Others throw you into absolute mayhem with full grids where survival is an accomplishment in itself. Okay, whatever. Demolition Derby. This is Wreckfest DNA, and it's getting the premium treatment it deserves. Demo Derby is a discipline. Will take you from small town fairground derbies all the way to massive international festival events. Cool. All right, I'm down. Thanks to improvements in our AI navigation systems, we can now create demolition derby venues with more interesting, complex layouts and obstacles. And that's something we're actively pursuing and excited about. They don't have a lot of demo tracks right now, actually. I think they only have 3, I want to say. One of them is like the playground thing. One of them is a really not very good sort of grass track that isn't, it needs to be bigger for demo. It's just too small. And then there's also the Speedway one, which is, the Speedway one's good. The other two, not as much. The playground one is just going to be what it is, though. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just kind of neutral. And the one that's a dirt track is the dirt and grass is no good. Oh, actually, there's 4. I forgot. There is. So I think what they're talking about is stuff like the junkyard one. The junkyard one is actually the opposite problem of that smaller one. It's too fucking big. And it's like, I do like the idea of the crane and the car crusher and stuff. Like, that's cool. It's just, it's too fucking big. Banger Racing, the original Wreckfest, your inspiration from Banger Racing, but in the sequel, we're planning to go all in on delivering an authentic Banger Racing experience. Banger Racing is a uniquely British motorsport where old cheap cars are raced with full contact allowed. Full contact had better fucking be allowed in literally every goddamn race you have. All I need to say. And as such, it's a perfect fit for a game like Wreckfest. We're planning to structure the Banger Racing discipline to mirror real-world progression, starting with the rookie bangers, the normal bangers, and ultimately competing in unlimited bangers. So we've got, there's the Caravan here, and the, looks like, is that the Golf? I think that's probably the Golf. The Golf is in trouble here. And here we have the, this is the Crown Vic and the Mustang, and looks, this is, this is, I don't think this is the Rammer. I think, maybe it is. No, I think this is the Road Slayer. Okay, American Racing, the American equivalent of Euro Racing, grassroots stock car racing at its finest. We're talking about the roots of, my cars are actually too nice probably to appear in these pictures. We're talking about the roots of American oval racing before it became the multi-million-dollar spectacle. Think beat-up sedans, figure-8 tracks, dirt speedways, and the kind of racing where contact isn't just expected, it's encouraged. Yeah, so quarter-mile dirt track is really where a lot of the American racing came about. And it was great. Like, NASCAR is fucking boring as shit to me. But, like, the quarter-mile dirt tracks, I've always thought those have been pretty fantastic. All right, Divisions, your journey to glory. Even though we value player freedom to give you some structure and sense of progress. Each discipline isn't just a collection of random events. They're broken up into a number of divisions that represent your progress, from a weekend warrior to recognized champion. We're planning up to 4 divisions per discipline. Okay. So national division is local. I like this idea though. This is a lot of content. I'm down. Local grassroots, and it's different enough that the first Wreckfest is still a viable avenue to play. It's a lot more simplified for sure, but it is still viable. It's like this isn't meant to be a replacement for it, I don't think. Anyway, so the national, we have local grassroots events, cheap and banged up cars, low pressure competition where everyone starts. Wait, you start at national? Oh, and then you got to read it. Okay. Step up to more competitive regional events with better cars and tougher opponents. Your career is starting to take off. Continental. Higher, I would think regional would come before now. Whatever. Higher profile events at premier venues with more extreme vehicles. You're becoming a name in the scene. International, the elite tier, international competitions, finest venues, most extreme cars, and the toughest drivers from around the world clashing against each other. Boy, this is sounding a lot like those other those other car games, like the simulation ones, right? Where you're better drivers, better venues, and more extreme cars. But I mean, I guess every racing game has a similar progression as far as that goes. No Continental demo, no Continental banger racing. Okay, what's critical is that divisions aren't just cosmetic labels, as they will generally represent progression. Cars get better, competition gets fiercer, the venues get more prestigious, and the challenge wraps up. You'll need to upgrade your vehicles and improve your skills to compete as you move up the ranks. Well, if and when this finally gets to be the full game, we will not be doing that, I assure you. We will be doing what we can to avoid doing that thing, actually. But here's the real kicker. You choose which disciplines to progress in and when, and your progress in them can and will overlap. Love demo, but don't care about Euro racing. Focus entirely on derbying, climb those divisions. Okay, this is repetitive. They've already said this. Dabble in everything. Spread your efforts across multiple disciplines simultaneously. Choice is yours, and blah, blah. Okay, career progression, your roadmap to success. So how do you actually progress? Here's where things get really interesting. Oh, wait a minute, but this was the real kicker. But now things are going to get really interesting. I love the editing here. Let's get this straight right away. Career, in the traditional meanings of a set of event, either linear or freeform, is just one of the many facets of metagame, and we want to contradict. Wait, what? It's just one of the many facets of metagame, and we want to contradict this. In our opinion, doing pretty much anything in the context of the game should be rewarded and make you progress in your so-called career. What? Huh? What the fuck? Career is just one of the many mass facets of metagame, and we want to contradict this. As in our opinion, doing pretty much that is very unclear. For example, creating car paint designs and sharing those should make you progress in your career. I wonder how much career points I will get off the gate for being in early access as long as I have. And what we mean by career now is not so much a fixed set of events, but the whole metagame representing your fantasy motorsports career. It probably will be a car, actually, like Bandit or something. Now, getting back on track, if we're talking about the actual career events, your progression through them is based on containers of events that you must complete successfully. Doing so rewards you with unlock points that can be used to unlock further divisions and new disciplines at your discretion. Okay. In most racing games, admittedly, the original Wreckfest was also guilty of this. The events are often strictly pass or fail. That was true, but I mean, you either win or place high enough and progress, or you fail and feel like you wasted your time. I'll come back to this. This creates a frustrating experience for those players who want to experiment or play differently than the game expects. It also means that if you're struggling with a particular event, you're stuck. We're throwing that model out. Okay, so a couple things here. So the original Wreckfest, like I said, it wanted you to sample everything the game had to offer. So you had to take a bite of an hors d'oeuvre at least to get a sense of the flavor, which is fine. But like I said, you didn't always need to. Some events were pass fail and some weren't. You didn't necessarily need to complete every event to move categories. And a lot of the events, like the events were all over the place in terms of difficulty. So you get a lot of really, really easy ones. And then you get a lot that were more challenging. And every race game, to an extent, is kind of like that. There's a lot that's a pass fail. So who cares if it's frustrating? Like, if you want to experiment in the course of doing that, you can, and then you're just going to have to run the race over again. Or if you play it differently than what the game is trying to get you to sample, then you shouldn't necessarily be able to do that. So even if you don't win, you can. The first game was really good at teaching you what you could do to win. Like you could find a solution even in your failures. You could find a way to be successful the next time out. I don't think that's of issue. Like I'm honestly kind of nervous about what they're trying to do here. So what you could do was you could set up a custom track in the original game. You could always do that. So if you wanted to experiment, you could just do it there. You could just set up a random fucking race event and just run it, and you would get points for upgrading your car, if nothing else. Like, why would you ever say that would be a good idea in the progress system to be able to experiment or set up something different than what the game expects? Like, why would you want that ever in the actual progression system? When you can just do a custom event? I don't understand what they're trying to do here. Like, this to me doesn't make any sense. And you could experiment even in the progression events as well. And if it worked, then great, good for you. And if it didn't, then you go, okay, well, we'll cut that off and we'll try something different. Like, it was still fun for the most part to do that stuff. Even the shitty challenges that they have in early access right now, most of those were fun. Some of them were very, very annoying. And by the way, they're all pass fail. Like, all those fucking challenges right now in early access are all pass fail. So what are we trying to say here exactly? It'll be interesting to see how much of this actually makes it to the final version. Because I'm not sure that this is going to be working. Like, I think this is, they can integrate it with the old system, because the old system was, I mean, at the end of the day, it was functional. It was quite functional. And that should be the base that you're starting with, because like I said, you could skip races that you didn't want to do and just do something different. Like, you could do a different one. So I don't, I mean, it's fine that you're being able to apply the points to whatever you want. That part's cool, but I don't, I'm not sure what they're getting at here. This is, it seems like an odd approach. Just fine tune what was already there. Like, what was already there worked. And it's not like people are really hung up on that. Most of the time, what I think most of what players want to do is get in there and just fuck shit up in multiplayer. Like, there's a really fun multiplayer component to this game. And so I don't think anyone's coming to it for sim racing either. You know, I'm really nervous that they're trying to be all things to all players, and they should not do that. Wreckfest stands pretty uniquely as far as a racing game, and I think that there's more power to them for that. It's never a high pressure thing. And if you do want high pressure stuff, then you can just get a sim racer, you know, with your wheel and pedal setup. All right. Anyway, each division features a collection of accomplishments, and to meet their requirements, you need to accumulate enough of a specific type of score across those events. While the exact way to earn the score varies depending on the discipline and game mode, here's the beautiful part. Oh my God. At the end of the day, you decide how to earn that score and which events to play. Yeah, that was the fucking first game. God damn, guys. I hopefully they're not changing that much of it. I'm this blog post is I don't know. Hey, what's up, Gunshot on Twitch? I am reading this from Wreckfest 2 Early Access and peppering it heavily with discussions about the first Wreckfest in terms of comparing it. Because I think that's always a question that everybody winds up asking is what, what are the differences and so on and so forth. And they, like the first Wreckfest is a legitimately great game. Like they could tune it a little bit, sure. But I mean, I don't know about throwing a lot of what it sounds like they're considering throwing out, but I haven't read the whole thing. I'm just reading this for the first time on stream and reacting to it. Anyway, this is now getting into the nitty-gritty details, but to illustrate our point, let's use a practical example. Imagine an accomplishment called Finnish Folk Racing Champ that requires 10,000 points of racing score across 6 available events. A skilled racer might earn those points in just 3 events by winning and getting a bonus by posting fastest laps. A player who's less skilled at racing but enjoys the challenge might need to complete 4 or 5 events, finishing somewhere mid-pack. Someone who sucks at racing but really loves drifting might earn points by finishing near the back of a race, but throwing their car sideways in style. Okay. All 3 players succeeded, but they got there differently based on their skills and preferences. Nobody feels like they wasted their time because every event contributes to progress. Every event contributes to progress as long as you're engaging with the gameplay. Yeah, okay, whatever. Like hinted at above, the scoring system itself adapts to the event type. In racing-focused folk racing events, you earn more points for finishing positions and fast laps. In more contact-focused events, the scoring balances racing and wrecking equally. In demo events, only destruction matters. The game recognizes what kind of event you're in and rewards appropriate behavior. Well, I'm interested to see it in action, I guess. We'll see how it works out, I guess. Okay, wrapping up career part 1 of 2. Okay, so the next blog post, I guess, will be, okay, we'll get to that actually. They're not going to do career for the next one, apparently. The career mode we're building for Wreckfest 2 represents a fundamental philosophy shift. We're moving away from forcing players down a single path and towards empowering them to chart their own course through the world of alternative motorsports. It's more complex to design and build than a traditional linear career, absolutely, but we believe it's worth it because it creates a more engaging, replayable, and personal experience. Very subjective, but we'll see, I guess. Your career will genuinely be your career, not just the same path everyone follows. I will say, though, so far, all the moves that not all of them, but the majority of moves that they made so far for early access Wreckfest 2 have generally been improvements. And like, I do trust the design team. I'm just a little nervous that, baby goes out with the bathwater. That's just kind of where my nervousness is, I guess. Not to say that will be the case, but like Wreckfest, I don't think had a whole ton that was dramatically in need of improvement. And I think that's always a propensity with a new game, especially when you have somebody like Embracer and THQ Nordic up your ass like Bugbear does, that they, it's bigger and blah, 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 blah. And they want to sell 15 million copies the first 2 days of release or whatever. And, Forza and Gran Turismo and all this other stuff. But again, that's not what they're competing against, I don't think. Anyway, for now, we wanted to lay out the big picture, why we're doing this, what it means for the game, and how it'll let you play Wreckfest 2 the way you want. And to be honest, we can't wait to show it all to you. That's good. That is convenient because I can't wait to see it. What's next? It's a hefty amount of information to digest. We've only just scratched the surface of what we're building for Wreckfest 2. In the next blog post, Career Part 2, we will be covering these topics. When is the next one out? Does it say? Oh, they're going to be back. Okay, so they'll be back next Friday, so we'll be doing this again next Friday as well. Unless there is a... let me look at something real quick. Unless there is a... let's see, we're... This is like a 10 or 20 minute read. I'm already an hour into the stream almost. Anyway, a hefty amount of... so the next part next week will be unlock points, freedom of choice. They just went over that. Side quests and special events. So they did do really cool tournament stuff in the first Wreckfest, like tournament specific stuff like cars as well. That would be really neat if they kept stuff like that. Regional branches, authenticity matters. You're not making a fucking sim racer, I hope. Expandability, a living career, what all this means to you as a player, metagame integration, cars customization, and sharing. Yeah, so I do like the idea of being able to do custom graphics, but I really wish that you could, like, if I was to create a symbol, for instance, like I have, on one of my cars, I would like that symbol to be on every one of my cars. So cutting and pasting that and being able to share it amidst my own garage would be super handy. I mean, I know it's not a graphic design program, but that would be super cool if that could be something that they could do. And I don't know why they couldn't. Okay, but before we wrap up, we want to address one important thing. We know that some of what we're sharing today is still in development. It might change based on your feedback and our testing. Yes. When we show you our design plans, we're being transparent about our goals. We're also acknowledging that iterative development means things evolve. So please keep in mind that pretty much everything is subject to change if we figure a better approach. We're not going to overpromise, but we're going to work with you to make this the best game we can, and rest assured, it will be Wreckfest through and through. We're on an epic journey here, and we couldn't be more excited to have you along for the ride. This blog is just one of the ways we're going to stay connected with you throughout development. We'll also try to be active on our community forums, social media, and wherever else you want to hang out and talk about alternative motorsports mayhem. To wrap this post up for good, here's our question for you. Which playstyle appeals to you the most? Racer, Crasher, or Bonebreaker? We'll get back to this. And which disciplines are you most excited to dive into? Okay, we'll answer both those questions, actually. At some point, we're going to get to Descenders, I promise. But I'm going to, since we're doing this segment right now, I am going to put chapters on the VOD as well for this. But so let us know on our Discord server. Nope. Discord is not a thing that I have or will ever be using, especially not with the current changes to it that are going to completely inshitify something that is borderline inshitified already. The Wreckfest subreddit, I'm not on Reddit either, or wherever, as we're genuinely curious to hear how you're thinking about approaching the career. So I send them feedback. I occasionally will get on the Steam community. But like I said, there's a whole bunch of VODs, and there will be this one as well. I will add this into the Wreckfest 2 playlist as well. So thanks for reading our first dev blog. We'll be back in 1 week with part 2 of the career dev blog. Until then, let's keep the comms open, drive hard, and die last. Indeed. So, okay, so I like that they're doing this. I think this is awesome. I like Bugbear's approach. I've been pretty happy with overall, I would say. And I do like this kind of stuff. I like that they list out what the updates are. And like I said, Wreckfest 2 Early Access coming along it's been pretty solid. A lot of changes have been really, really good. Okay, so let's see which of these appeals to me. Like I said, well, actually, the definitions are here. So I am definitely not a racer. This actually describes like some sim shit to me, and that is definitely not me. I do like contact. I do like collisions. I do like driving into shit. Fuck yeah, I think this is really cool. So Crasher is definitely a significant part. I'm here to fuck shit up. That's what I like to do. That's what I want out of this game. But also this one, just want to have fun. This ridiculous scenarios, enjoying, embracing the mayhem. I mean, this is this isn't quite it. It's probably more a Crasher, actually. Crasher with a little bit of racer. So like the shootout champion, the shootout was actually kind of fun in the first one. A lot of those tuner cars I don't care about. Hot lapper I don't really care about either. Super vans I hate driving. Airtime aficionado this I like. I like sending the fucking things. Reverse racer I think is kind of asinine. Bone stock maniac, sure. Tank builder. I don't like the cars to be overly heavy, actually, because it changes the balance too much of how they handle. Online wrecker, yeah, definitely this. Tank builder, though, so I'm not really purely this either, because I really want the fucking things to go as fast as possible. And this is not part of tank. So, like I said, I think for me anyway, and I think probably most players, it is really a combination of all three of these. Like for me, I want the fucking thing to go as fast as it possibly can go. All the time. And I love sending it through the air. That's a good time, always. And so of these things here that are listed, 2 of them in this column, 1 of them in this column, 1 in this column. So whatever that makes it. Okay. And which of these 4 disciplines? So Euro racing, absolutely not. This honestly, the Euro racing I find on the current tracks to be kind of highly annoying. Demo derby, if they have better demo tracks, then yes, this. I mean, demo is still quite a bit of fun, though. And banger racing, yes, I like to drive into other cars, which is what I'm assuming where bangers has come from, is to bang into other cars. I'm presuming you're not eating a plate full of sausages and mashed potatoes when you're racing, although that would actually be kind of cool if that was one of the races. Let's see. And American racing. So yeah, I mean, American racing with the demo, probably. I don't love the dirt tracks because again, I want things to go as fast as they possibly can, which isn't really what dirt tracks in the game are conducive towards. So, which am I most excited about of these descriptions, the demo and the American racing? Banger somewhat to an extent as well. Euro racing, again, this just really seems a lot like fucking sim shit, and I don't care at all about that. So anyway, that is that wraps up the first blog post for Wreckfest 2 Early Access. And probably about high time we get into doing some Descender stuff here. So this one also had recently had another update on the PlayStation. Holy fuck. God damn, Rage Squid. You make me deaf. Goddamn, no more romance. You can make me deaf. I think Rage Quit might be the publishers and No More Robots, or maybe it's, I have it backwards. I'm not sure. But they're still updating this game. This is another just completely fantastic game. If you like shit that goes fast, because you can get these fucking bikes just whipping. And I do like that. I like it a lot. All right. Okay. Let me see what is the. Okay, so that's new. What else is new? I don't think I'm going to try to do race mode today, though. I think instead we're going to do. I think we're going to play through. I'm going to play through a few attempts here. Some perfect run attempts, I think, here until I get tired of doing that, and then we'll see from there. But I'm not planning on. Not really planning on jumping into multiplayer. I'm still a touch rummy these days, so. Oh, there's somebody with a really big, gigantic Lego head. Shit. Yeah. All right. Let me. I'm gonna try to. Move back here a little bit. I'm sitting too close to the screen. It's fucking me up here a little bit. What looks like the most fun track? Probably this one. We'll see how fast the wine catches up. That'd be really slick, though, if I could get a golden run. I would like that, except for I also wouldn't like that because then I have to do all the stunty shit afterwards. Ooh. Whoa! Whoa! Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh, we're reckless today. We're reckless today. Dangerous tonight, boys. Dangerous tonight. Let's see. Let's not have modifiers. Oh, come on. Dangerous tonight, laddies. Losses and laddies. Actually, I don't know if, I mean, I guess chicks sometimes watch the stream, but probably not as fans. Maybe. It really depends on the game. Whoa, baby. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, oh, oh. Where's the... Oh, there it is. That's right, right into the danger zone. I don't know why I choose the daily challenge as the thing to warm up with. I don't know why I keep doing that. I haven't played this game. Let's see, when's the last time I played this? So we haven't played this. Like, I don't... Most of the time, anytime I play any games, their majority are on stream. Actually, all of them this year have been on stream. I think for January, I think I've streamed, at this point, 27 out of 30 days. And if I stream tomorrow, which I probably will, it'll be, okay, so January 2nd. So I have not played this for, right around 4 weeks. January 2nd was the last time we hopped on Descenders. After putting off the update for way, way longer than I needed to. Oops. Let's go there. Oh boy. Whoa! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Oh! I don't know if I'm butt fishing within 35 seconds. That's probably not going to happen. But maybe. Nope. Yeah, close though. Well, not really. I guess we were 3 whole seconds off the mark. But I haven't crashed yet. Somehow. Despite playing like absolute fucking dog shit. Jesus Christ. I assure you that I have hundreds, if not thousands of hours into this game. Doesn't seem like it, but I do. This is like the thing I'm attempting to do too also is like I need to be fairly locked in, and I am the last thing right now to that. Oh, okay, easy, easy. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. All right, we'll do this. Anyway, I gotta chase after all the stunty shit. If I get the golden run today. And I don't know that I'm playing well enough to do that, but we'll see. I mean, maybe. It's pretty much every time it's a very distinct possibility. Like I finished on Last Stand. I finished, the whole run. Even though like the last 2 entire biomes I finished on Last Stand. But what that means is, it's not really an accomplishment because it means I wrecked at least 3 other times before that. Actually, there's probably more than okay. Let me. I don't like this track. There's too much shit on it. So we'll just ride alongside it, I guess. Okay, I don't care about any of this. They put all those stunts on it and they're like, here, 45 seconds. Yep. Sure, I'll do that. Sure, I will. Sure. It'd be nice to get that fucking thing finally out of the way, though. And then I would just have one left to go to get the platinum. But that one left to go is going to definitely take a while. Actually, you know what? Well, I have to relearn the whole other bike. Because, like, this is the bike I've used 99% of the time I've been playing this game. And it's really, really good for speed. As we can see. Hey, I hit the train. I have landed on the train, by the way, too. I just love crashing him into shit. And you can tell, too, so if it counts as a death, you won't get any points for it, and it'll take away one of your lives. Now, I haven't earned any lives on that first biome. I don't know, maybe I'll play this till I get to 7 milli, maybe? Of course, doing a perfect run would get me a long way towards that. But this is always the hardest biome, the fucking forest, just because there's these goddamn trees everywhere. Okay. Well, this one's okay. So the ones we can take that have the least amount of curves are definitely the right ones. Might as well pick up some points while we can. Not on this though, because these things are annoying. Fewer obstacles, speed wobbles, bunny hop. Bunny hop is... I think let's go with smoother curves. Ugh, gross. Alright, let's do this one. I thought we were going to smooth these out. Oh. A loop-de-loop. Fuck yeah. What I'm saying. I will say, though, that the forest has some of the most fun stunts. For sure. Good God, what is this? Oh my God, that's a... So, like, this is a good example, actually, though. You know, speaking about the Wreckfest 2 Early Access blog, this is a good example of a game where you can actually progress generally however you want to. There's certain conditions and criteria, but like how you play is generally pretty much up to you. Like, it rewards certain things more than others, but like I don't hardly ever do stunts, and I was over 4 million on the Xbone when I initially started this game. So this is in addition to over 4 million on the Xbone for this game. And the Xbone, I think I unlocked everything when I lost access to it. Yeah, I don't care. And I do think that's a really cool thing with this game, where some of the procedurally generated stuff is not actually always possible to do. I don't think you could do that though on a like a car game, because those tracks are generally meant to be gone through more than once. Like, obviously at a downhill racing game with the bike, there really aren't anything resembling laps. There's a lot of shit on this fucking track. These stupid ass things, I have died more times to those simple fucking things than... Probably I've lost more to just driving into trees, if I'm being honest, but... So I have got all the way to the final jump with no lives lost, and then fucked it up on the final jump. I have done that before as well. So I'm trying to keep as much science as I can in this whole thing. Man, they are really taking it easy on me for this. That is that is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, game. That means I can't blame the game. I'm just gonna fuck it up it'll be me that fucks it up. There was a time I was trying to do it with going through the rings of fire every single time as well. And then I went, you know what? I don't actually need to do that for the perfect run, so I'm not going to. This is dumb. I shouldn't do that. But just like in BeamNG Drive, like, these trees are indestructible. Unlike BeamNG drive. It actually makes sense that they're not in this game. Yeah, this is nice and casual. I'm not going to get any points at all for this, am I? Oh, here we go. Whoa, nope. Nope, nope. Oh my god. Oh my god. See those simple fucking things? I almost ate the biscuit. I don't know how I didn't. That's yet another miraculous save. Man, maybe this is the run. Maybe this is. I don't think I have anybody watching this right now, but haha. That's cool because there will be a VOD. You know, come back for the VOD. How to completely butcher a golden run. If I do get the golden run, I don't know that I'm gonna. Well, actually, we'll see how close I am. I might still bang out because I've got about 85,000 left to get. So I might bang out until I get to 7 million. Maybe we'll go in some of the off-road tracks or something. Maybe we'll go back to the desert. Maybe. But, I mean, we're way ahead of things. We're not even halfway yet. I got to get past this. But I can ride past this jump, so. Which I might do, because this one is a lot less of a gimme. Oh, no, than the Highlands. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. No, no. Nah. Let's play it safe. Let's get out of this fucking forest. I would be really unhappy with myself if I got that far and then bricked it. I am going to, though, get myself a drink refresh. So I'm going to do that while this is loading, and I'll be right back. Who knows? Maybe I'll start learning the other bike. I could do that too. I'll definitely need to get the old plat. No. What? I haven't got a single extra life. Huh. I just noticed that. I'm still on the original 4 I started with. That's funny. Oh, whatever. All right. Let's just keep her moving. I guess we'll go this way. Keep her moving. Keep her moving. Man, I cannot control this fucking bike tonight. Or at least I don't feel like I'm having my usual control over it. Of course, then again, I guess I could go back and watch some of the old VODs myself and see how much control I actually did think I had in some of the earlier ones. Oh, Jesus. God damn, there's so much fucking shit on this. I hate these holes. I really hope I don't get a lot of those on the peaks. Man, if I get all the way to the... Oh, God. If I get all the way to the last one, the last jump, and I fuck it up... Oh, I'm going to be so upset if that's the case. I'm going to be so upset. Oh, I'm going to be so unhappy with that. I hate these. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's go this way. I didn't mean to do a fakie. I guess I'm glad this is a stable bike. Oh, I hate this camera view. It does not remind me of being on a bike either, by the way. Okay, that was great. Thanks so much for that. Let's never do it again. Chasing after the golden run is such a departure from the way I usually play this, which tends to be a lot more aggressive. Well, we have to do those. We have to do those. Holy shit. Got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Oh, no. Oh, look at this. Okay, so that one doesn't have curves. I guess this one. I guess this one. Okay, and then we should be able to just run through the jump. And then we'll be at peaks. Guess we'll see what happens. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Oh, no! Oh, my God. What the fuck is this track? Oh, no, this is horrible. Oh, my God, it's almost straight down. Well, we have to do this. Whoa, what? How is this even possible? Oh, no, look at this. Boy, that would be... No! God damn it. Fuck! Why did I have to get at this track now? Son of a bitch! There goes my run, right out the fucking window. God damn it, this game was being so good to me. What happened? Oh my God, fucking lame. Here, let's do some of these. Oh, gee, that's a shame. What the fucking dog shit? Fuck. Oh, that's a shame. God damn it, you motherfucking game. Take your bucket blue hat and shove it in your ass. Fucker. Ah. God damn it. God damn it. Yay. Wow, I'm number one. Wow. Good job. Yay. Son of a bitch. All right, let's try it again. God damn it. It had to get cheap. It had to get cheap. That was cheap. Fuck, I hate when that happens. Fucking procedurally generated bullshit. That was fucking cheap, man. God damn it. Cheap. You cheap bitch of a game. Fuck. Why would it? Why though? But why though? Game, you're doing too much. You didn't need to do all that. Whee! Oh man, what a fucking shitty ass way to go out. Motherfucker. Oh, look, I'm in my track and I have to do this fucking thing. I'm doing this one anyway, I don't care. I don't care. If I can do this in my reckless style, that'd be great. I'm actually kind of irritated with that. I'm gonna be honest. That was fucking obnoxious. What the fuck? Why would you put jumps like that in a row? What? What? Why? Whee! Oh, how high can we get? Oh, we got 80. We got 80. Yeah, buddy. We got 80. All right, let's take less curves. All right, let's go do this one. We almost fucking ate that goddamn hay bale. Oh, I love it when I can finish it at 80 or higher. And 80 km, I think, is around... Oh, it's around 50 miles an hour, which is flying on a bike, by the way. Oh, man, come on. And where are you going? Get back on the track or don't. Oh, okay, there you go. Okie doke. Man, I feel fucking actually robbed. Oh, what bullshit. You put those there, and then you put fucking cactuses all the way across the path. I thought I could ride between a couple of them, but definitely not. Okay. All right, this is another dumb track. Sometimes the procedural generation comes up with garbage. This is one example. But I've noticed that this game will sometimes do that if you're doing particularly well, and I obviously hadn't lost any lives to that point. Oh, you're not going fast enough for that. Damn it. Oh, that's really... Oh, I've been chasing the fucking golden run for so long. I've been playing this game for about 6-7 years too, same as the first Wreckfest. Imagine that. A game you've been playing 6 to 7 years. I guess in the case of the first two Dooms, I've been playing those for pretty close to 30. Oh, well, we're going to try it anyway. Yeah. Woo! Barely got that. Damn it.
Yeah! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Let's see. Does that go there? Yeah, it does. Well, anytime we can get a track with no fucking curves, we're taking it for sure. Damn it! I wish I wouldn't have done that. Huh. I think those are actual real, like I'm not a mountain biker, I don't know, but I think those are actual real stunts.
Yeah! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Ooh, here we go. Here we go. I said here we go, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, can we make it? Go! We made it with 0.206 seconds to spare. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. Okay, here we go. I'll take that one. Okay, we'll do this one. Damn it. The only way I'm going to feel slightly better about this is if I can somehow get it on like this run or another run. Otherwise, I'm going to be like, man, this fucking game cheated me. It cheated me. I mean, it's not like I was playing great, and who knows how the peaks would have gone, but I still can't help but feel cheated. Okay, we definitely don't want modifiers in those later tracks, 100%. Who's the best Descenders player except for me? Hey, what's up, Lazy on YouTube? I have no idea. I don't know who the best Descenders player is. I am definitely not it though. Like I wouldn't be my pick. Definitely not. There's people that can do just these fucking crazy balls out stunts that's just not the kind of stuff I do. I just want it to go fast. Like I'm not a mountain biker. I was a road cyclist for a very long time. So unfortunately is the way I approach this as well. See, I don't know. There's people that have. I saw one dude with a golden. I think the bike was completely golden, and that might have been a Steam player, but like that dude was doing some of the craziest ass stunts. Some people are just like really invested in this. I'm not one of those. I'm not competitive like that. And I think mountain cyclists are like kind of half crazy to begin with. But then again, I used to try to race cars in traffic when I was road cycling regularly, so maybe not. Maybe it's not just them. Okay. I guess this one's gonna be more helpful. We'll take this. Like I've been trying to get a golden run for probably last on and off for the last 3 or 4 years, and I just managed to fuck it up somehow. I think it's probably over challenging for my kind of play style. Like even now, I haven't played this game for probably 4 weeks. Last stream I did was on the 2nd of January. But you can't. Oh, nope. Damn it. See, I fuck up doing something dumb like that. But like I have, and I played this game a lot, but where it's procedurally generated, it will throw a lot of new and questionable stuff at you. And I always forget to, well, I don't forget, I just don't ever look at the track preview in the beginning. So I probably handicap myself somewhat. I think it's easier to do on the X-Bone though. It was way easier to do because like even the forest, you would not need to use your brakes because they just the X-Bone can't render a bunch of stuff that the PS4 can. So a lot of stuff like you see here, the cabins and most of the trees don't exist in the X-Bone. What's up, CX on Twitch? Oh, oops. I guess I was supposed to go that way. Like this one, it's wanting a 360, 360 that many times, but there's not really opportunities for it. Not quite 7 million. Maybe we'll see if we get there tonight. I don't know. I might run out of patience first, which is generally the case. I think with a lot of this. When I quit playing on the X-Bone, I had 4 million something. So this one is actually from zero twice on both the PS4 and the X-Bone. God, I hate these fucking things. How long have I been playing? So this, I think this game came out in 2019, I want to say. And I started playing it shortly after I first saw it on X-Bone. So probably, let's see, 2026 now. So I guess 6-7 years, about the same as the first Wreckfest. At some point, I'm hoping I'll eventually get good at it. Like I said, I still haven't got the golden run thing, which is kind of sort of what I'm half-ass attempting to do tonight. But I might try to finally get to 7 million too. So it is nice seeing the 69, of course, but it's been at 6 million for probably way longer than it should have been. So maybe I'll just go to the desert and go grind a whole bunch of rep doing tracks there or something. I don't know. Your top 100? Nice. If the viewer on YouTube who are still looking for one of the best Descenders players is still around, this guy on Twitch is or actually I'm assuming it's a guy, it might be a girl. This user on Twitch is definitely way better than I am. Would I be down to play like on the multiplayers or something? What are you thinking?
Yeah. Whoa, whoa,
Possibly,
whoa, whoa.
but I don't know about tonight. God damn it. I'm playing like shit tonight, so probably not tonight, but the multiplayers, I definitely have tried to get on there and do some of whatever their racing thing is, and not successfully though. So potentially we can. What's up, Whiskey, and a very, very long username on YouTube? Yes, I am on Twitch. Same username. And the same stream, in fact. Whoa. I gotta maybe not read the fucking chat here for a minute. Ah. All right, where were we? Man, it just wants to go that way. Ow. CX on Twitch. It was one of the commenters on YouTube was asking who is the best Descenders player. It's definitely not me. I'm not even in the anywhere near what would be considered that, I wouldn't think. All right, let's try that again. Do I mountain bike in real life? No. Nope, I definitely do not. I was a road cyclist for a lot of years, until I got injured. At some point, I would like to do that again, though, because I did a lot of that. Century rides and all that. Cordial or I Love Descenders is the best players. Right on. Yeah, I play this super, super, super casually. Which isn't really the way to be the best at anything. I don't think. Unless you're like naturally gifted or something, which I pretty transparently am not. At least at this. Okay. You live near some sweet trails. Yeah, there's a lot. Most of a lot of the people I rode with were actually mountain bikers as well. And there's mountain biking. There's way more of those than there are like road cycling paths. Like I usually had to ride in traffic for the most part, but there's mountain biking shit everywhere around where I am also. Some of my best friends are actually mountain bikers. They're not like competitive or anything, but that's what they prefer to do, is to go up and try to contend with trees and shit. Whereas I like to go out and try to race cars. Or I did at one time. Prior to my injury. Which was not from trying to race cars. Should probably approach that a little bit differently. You created an account just as well platforms. That's right on. Yeah, I mean it on the X-Bone, it definitely, I don't know what it's like on the X or S, but on the X-Bone, it's like really taking a bike down a fucking freeway. Like there is just nothing in the way. I was completely shocked when I saw how this game was on PlayStation 4 as compared to the X-Bone. It was like almost a completely different game. I was like, fuck. The PS4 actually requires at least some amount of skill. That's too bad. I did a video years ago kind of comparing the two. Oh, fucked that up. God damn it. Cracked out flying squirrel? Yeah. Oh, you went to YouTube from Twitch because it's less laggy? Yeah, I don't know what is going on with Twitch. Like, Twitch has been really, really weird for like the last 2 weeks. Twitch is fine for you? Huh. I don't know. I just like I have both the streams on like separate areas, and the Twitch one right now has not been working like at all. It just gives me a broken link sort of thing. But the YouTube one is picture perfect, so I don't know. Yeah. I think the Twitch is actually gated though, to where you have to be signed in to watch my stream, I think. Oh, balls. All right. Well, I guess we'll try that over. God damn it. You play on the, yeah, if you play on the X-Bone, there's a lot less. Yeah, concussion simulator. Yeah, this dude should be completely dead. Especially if you hit the boundary things. Which by the way, like I've spent entire hours just sending them into the boundaries over and over again, just because I want to see like how that actually functions, if it's just like a preset thing or if it matters, like if you approach it at different angles or different speeds or whatever. Sounds like you skiing. So yeah, interestingly enough, that was a game that they wanted to make. So Descenders Next is actually a snowboarding game. They wanted to make like basically Steep, but Steep already existed. So they made a bike game instead. And they made, for me, probably like the best bike game I've played. Oh. Except for this. I don't know what happened there. I just clipped through the map. Well, this is interesting. Wow, look at the air I'm getting. And occasionally you'll get stuff like this. What's up, Yeah Gaming on YouTube? You wish you clipped it? So, if you, there will be a VOD of this available on my YouTube if you want to go clip it there. Like, I keep all the VODs of everything. It's not free points, though, because I can't land this. Like, there's nothing I can do. The joystick doesn't work. The controller doesn't work at all. Eventually, it'll crash, but, like, I'm 620 kilometers an hour now, which is not... Like, he's dead at this point. Let's see if we'll have to resume it. No? Okay. Ah, fuck. All right. Fine. Oh, it's still going. I love this game. That doesn't happen very often. This feels what a decompression chamber would sound like. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. All right, let's fifth or sixth time. I've lost count. 5th or 6th time's the charm, maybe. We'll see. I think that might have had something to do with occasionally, like, you'll run into collision issues with other riders because this game doesn't allow collision. I'm assuming that's what it was. Will they? You wonder if they'll patch it? I doubt it. It happens extremely rarely on the PlayStation. But the PlayStation did. So what's interesting is I sent them a message when I first got this game on PlayStation 4. It used to stutter like crazy, and they did patch that after I emailed them. But the only time I've seen it has been when there's been other riders, so I'm assuming it's a multiplayer thing having to do with the collision, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm not 100% on that. Let's see. I guess we'll take this. They handle multiplayer kind of interesting. I mean, you can't really have collision, though, because you'd obviously potentially be injuring other riders if you ran into them. Yeah, they're a pretty responsive developer. Bugbear for Wreckfest and Wreckfest 2 Early Access also seems to be. It's nice when developers do that, for sure. The guy who did Darkenstein 3D, I think he also is pretty responsive as well. let's not fuck with you. You play BeamNG a lot? Yeah, you know, BeamNG, so I bought that shortly after it came out, and I didn't have a computer that could run it very well. So that's one I've been meaning to get back to. Except that it always makes me laugh whenever you drive into the trees, and the trees are by far the strongest thing in the game. So what I wish you could do is actually make a car out of the trees and then run into the trees, and then you would have the immovable force versus the or no, what is it? The unstoppable force versus the immovable object or whatever. Do I have any tips for studying aviation? No. I wish I could have been a pilot, but don't crash the jet, or the prop plane. Probably is what you're doing. Don't buzz the power poles. Oh, I should have just kept going. Oh. So is your exam on a simulator, or is it in an actual aircraft? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they might just look like thin wires and you're in this gigantic flying engine, but they're kind of rough. Ah, bastard. God damn it. Don't barrel roll with the instructor, probably. And I would say also try to avoid making machine gun noises and yelling at Jerry. This game looks like Green Lick Fields. Oh, god damn it. Boo! Boo! All right, I'm gonna try this one more time, and then I think we're gonna quit chasing after. We'll do this one more time, and then we're gonna quit chasing after the golden run. So what's interesting is one of the reasons I sent them feedback was because I was trying to get footage for that video comparing the X-Bone versus the PS4. And the PS4 was not cooperating especially well. But I mean, there's just a lot more stuff in this version than there is in the X-Bone. Oh, Cool Boy's here. All right, Cool Boy. I'm going to sneak in another daily challenge because I think it's reset. By the way, when do I stream? I'm I appreciate you being entertained. It's very nice of you to say. I normally stream anywhere from like 10, 11-ish Pacific time to whenever. Pretty much every day. Well, not every single day, but most days. Except on Fridays. So Fridays, like I do, starting next week will be Friday Night Racing, where I just do racing games on Friday nights. So Friday nights is basically from probably like 2-ish Pacific until 8 or 9 Pacific. There are no hay bales at all in the X-Bone version, by the way. So yeah, except for Fridays when it goes quite a bit later until I run out of beer. And then the weekdays is kind of just whatever. It depends on the game. Like if the game is really engaging, if you look at my VODs, some of those are 8+ hours. Generally, they're probably closer to 6 hours. Actually, I'd have to look at what the average is, but 6 hours is probably more typical. You're building a 4-cylinder dirt track? What car is it? I guess it doesn't matter if you're building it. Is it like a Civic or something? Oh, probably not a Civic. What? It's not front drive, right? You're using a rear drive? Front drive. Oh, a Cavalier? Oh, wow. Like from the 80s? Oh, that's wicked. Wow, far out. What did they have? They had a Z34, right? There's a delay. What's up, Smokey on YouTube? I don't know if there's a delay or not. It wouldn't surprise me. Let's do this one. Oh shit, I should have done team nodes. Damn it. Oh well. I haven't played this game, Smokey, in about 4 weeks. Oof. I would normally take the danger zone, but it would really be nice to get this goldenrod out of the way. I guess since I'm trying for that, I'll try to play it smart. unlike what I usually do. Your tracks are a bunch of redneck teenagers being irresponsible, and that's cool. You know, so I was mentioning that actually during the Wreckfest 2 segment of the broadcast tonight, that back in the 70s and 80s, when the quarter mile dirt tracks were really, really a big thing, before NASCAR kind of sort of sucked all the oxygen out of the room. It was really wild. It was a really, really fun time. But yeah, dirt racing, especially the mud tracks, the quarter mile ones are always a lot of fun. They were mostly like Camaros and shit back then, but I think that's awesome that you're building a race car. That's fucking dope. A friend of mine used to race, so he had a race built Camaro that we screwed around with for a while, but that's where Friday Night Wreckfest actually sort of comes from, because it used to be Friday Night Racing. Like everybody would go out to the dirt track and either drink beer and watch racing, or not drink beer and race, and then drink beer after the race. Do I like NASCAR? No. NASCAR I don't think is super interesting. It's very corporatized, I guess. I don't find what they've done with it to be interesting. Like, I liked what was going on with it in the 60s and 70s and stuff when it was starting to become something. But by the time they got to the 80s and 90s, they'd already pretty much sucked all the joy out of it. Actually, the 80s were about half and half, but by the 90s, when everything had to be exactly the same as everything else, it's just like, never mind. But I like some of the old, back when Mopar was still part of it. Ah, fuck, I missed it. God damn it. I took a bad line there. Twice. I like how it throws me to the right. That is cool. Alright. We're definitely not chasing the golden run anymore. That's pretty much done. You're going to VIP NASCAR? Oh, that's pretty cool. Like, the fun parts, I think, for racing, the few times I've gone to a racing event has been kind of hanging out in the pits and stuff like that. That's still pretty fun to do. Or if you're going with like a group of people or whatever, and it's more like a party. I mean, it's still fun then. But I mean, they're like everything else now. They're just kind of computers on wheels. I still like the Formula and Le Mans and like the Euro racing stuff. I still think a lot of that's really interesting. NASCAR, not so much, but Like some of the Euro tracks I think are pretty cool. They sponsor the race? Oh, that's dope. Like I've raced quarter mile dirt track in the past. Like I wasn't like crazy competitive, but I always thought it would be really, really interesting to be able to do a Euro style race. Like I wish I'd been able to do that. Like there's still races you can do, like amateur events and stuff like that. I think Nevada has one called the Silver State Challenge or something like that, where you race a couple 100 miles. I want to say in the Nevada desert, I think. I haven't looked too much into it, but that might be kind of close. I've been debating that one. Although I don't actually have a car that I would consider a good fit for that at the moment. You a drag racing sort of guy? Oh yeah, I love drag racing. I like all that shit. All the semis and the tractors pulling in the mud and just all all the drag racing events like ever. I'm a huge drag racing fan. Like sometimes you get into weird rabbit holes, on YouTube, and that's not a foreign concept, I guess, but you get into these really weird rabbit holes, and I managed to fuck up my timeline quite a few times by somebody dangling the lure of drag racing in front of me. I remember back when like ESPN used to have it on like late at night, and the shifts I worked were pretty they were the kind of off hour ones, so that was the only thing on, but that was perfect for me. I would just sit and watch drag racing for fucking hours to unwind after work. Just all kinds of shit. Tune Civics doing 9 seconds is wild. Yeah, there's a lot of wild stuff now. Like some of those things are doing like 3 and 4 second quarter miles or less, and it's just like, holy fuck. It's like, good God. I haven't really kept up on a lot of it, but I know that a lot of the EV makers have been kind of tinkering around in that sphere a little bit, which is neat that they can do it because those are torque monsters. But on the same token, like if they put shit like that in passenger cars, it's probably not ideal. Zero to 60 in the snap of a fucking fingers, and especially with the goddamn flying knives. The top fuel stuff, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they'll do easy 2 to 3 second fucking quarter miles, just like Jesus Christ. I would almost like to be in one of those, but I mostly wouldn't. That's like crazy G-forces. Yeah, Tesla and what was the other one? Lucid. Like them, and I think there was a couple other ones that were screwing around with a whole bunch of just nutty fucking shit like that. I don't want to do any more of these. I guess we'll do the boss track. I don't know. I don't know about the Porsches. I mean, maybe. Like I said, I really haven't kept up on that. It's just kind of what I pick up here and there. Oh. I do like how the line disappears in trees. That's nice. God, what is with this? See, like, shit like this would be more fun to be on an actual bike than it is to pilot this fucking thing around with the controller. I can't already be here. Oh, I guess I am. Okay. Ooh. I don't think we have enough speed. No, we don't. No, we definitely don't have enough speed here, but that's fine. We'll try it anyway. Yep, missed it. No, I mean, well, some of the setups I've seen with the wheel and pedals, it's not a 1-to-1, but some of those are getting like way closer than I ever would have thought. Well, let's see. I'm gonna go fuck around in the desert. But yeah, like when you go to the Helma cam in this in particular, it's like supposed to be first person, but it definitely definitely is a poor analog. Ah, shit. Okay, I lost track of where this thing went. What the fuck is the finish? Is it over there? Ah, yeah, there it is. Extra extra steepness. Oh, we don't need that. Do I think I could do a Microsoft Flight Sim stream? I don't have that game. I'm trying to remember the last time I've ever played that. Maybe at some point. I don't know when though. That would be a lot of fun, actually. I'll have to look into that. It's $250. Oh yeah, it won't be a while. It will be not for a while then. A lot of those sims are really, really wild, like the iRacings and all that other stuff. What I would like, actually, I think there is somewhere around here that you could do that. You can go have a pedal and wheel set up and go play different games. I should actually find one of those. So I've been debating a pedal and wheel for a really long time, but I don't know which one. And like I would want to test them, especially given how much they are. There's got to be some place that has all that shit somewhere. Won't be able to stream it, but still. I think we'll just try to push this to 7 mil. I think that's what we're going to do now. Sims in general are fun. Yeah, some of them are. Like walking sims are probably for a while they were one of my favorite genres, just because they're so story heavy. But man, are they all over the place in terms of gameplay. And god damn it. Oh well. I love this guy's enthusiasm. He's always so excited. What's a walking sim? Well, let me tell you about a little game called What Remains of Edith Finch. So walking sim is basically a game where most of the gameplay is traversal, I guess you'd say. You moving around, there's no real combat, there's no a lot of other mechanics. So it is trying to tell you a story for the most part. Oops. He is very happy. Yeah, he's a happy guy. I'm less happy though that I ate fucking shit on that jump twice. Anyway, that's a walking sim. Like Fort Solace is another one. I have several of those in VODs on the channel. I played quite a number of those. Right through the fucking tree. Let's see. I'll do that one. You gotta go. When am I getting done? I will be here for well, until I hit 7 million. Once I hit 7 million, I'm probably going to be out of wine, so I probably won't be streaming anymore at that point. So I'm going to say reasonably at least another hour-ish. And tomorrow I think I'm going to start my Fear 2 run. Hey, thanks for coming by, Whiskey. Appreciate it, man. Very cool. Oh, damn it. That wasn't supposed to be there. I don't know when the last time I did that was. Holy shit, that was wild. Damn it. I chained so much cool shit together, too. Bastard. How dare you ruin my cool shit stringing togetherness. Alright. 55,000. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to do all these, damn it. I have rules for grinding rep. Which involve the bike going as fast as I can get it to go and not doing a lot of tricks and stunts. Dude, man, this track is no good. All right. Oops. Oh, man. I'll make a habit of that when I'm in the air. Oh, we're right on. We're last standing this shit, so this is cool. We'll get higher up for sure. Oh. All right, that's fine. Okay, 50,000. Might not be able to get it on this. Well, we'll try. One of the great things about these tracks is that it doesn't matter if you lose the light because you can see where the exit is. Give up my speed, damn it. We need to start picking up lives again, though. And this one's going to be... So here's how you do this. If you can't see the flames, just point yourself at the moon. There's your secret to riding in the darkness on this level. But we'll keep racking here until we get to 7 mil. We should be able to do that tonight, I think. Oops. Should have probably done that sooner. Oh, there goes my headlights. Nice. So, like, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just ignore the track and point myself at the moon. Want to get as close to 3,000 on every one of these tracks as we can.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, 44,000 left. We might be able to actually do it just in this biome. Oh, come on. Damn it. Okay. Battery is dead. Oh noes. Oh noes. We're going. We don't need batteries. He's so happy. I love him. Okay, we don't want to do the fire. I don't really want to do that one either. I don't want to jump through the fire hoop unless it's the only thing that we have left to do. So we're at 38,000. The fire is a little bit of a problem because if you don't get a good track, you won't have enough speed to go through the hoop. Fuck yes. All right, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Pick up 4,000. Nice. All right, we're 34. We're probably not gonna be able to do it. Well, maybe. Fuck, I'm gonna have to do the fucking fire trail. God damn it. I'm for sure gonna have to do that. Well, maybe not. If I can pick up a few more 4,000s, we'll be pretty close. I should probably try to build lives here, actually. Yeah, that's right. Well, maybe not. Maybe we won't worry about that. I don't really have... fine, whatever. I don't have a speed wobble problem, but 30,000. Okay, man. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be really close. I'm trying to get to 7 million without actually involving the fire node, but we'll see. We'll see. You can get between 60 and 80,000 very easily on this track, even just doing what I am, which is just trying to go really fast. Not gonna pick up much here, though. Okay, we have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks and 29,000. Actually, 7 tracks. 7 tracks, not counting the fire node, because we will count the last track as well. We just have to get such an absurd amount of speed for the last track if we have the fire ring up there that it's kind of a pain. We'll see how close we get. Okay, that was interesting braking there. Missed it. Oh boy, missed that wildly. Yeah, this is okay. We can definitely pick up another 4,000 here. Okay, so now we're 25,000 and we have... Ooh, this is actually within reach. It is within reach. All those tracks gonna fuck me up because I'm not. Well, maybe I'll get 1,000 here. Oh, we'll pick up an extra life just in case we need it. Okay. Waste. All right. So we're 23,000. Man, we're running out of tracks. God damn it, I'm gonna have to. Okay. We'll find out. I might have to do the fire note after all. God damn it. Yeah. What a. This game is always a good time. It just always is.
Yeah! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, balls. Good thing I hit that last one. Ooh, I killed him. Come on, dude. Dude, what are you doing? All right, I gotta try to figure out how to land that now. Oh, I can't. There we go. There we go. That was weird. All right, 21,000. We only have... Fuck, we're going to have to do that fucking fire node. Fuck. God damn it. All right, fine. Let's see how close we can get, though, without doing it. What shit? Where's the moon? There it is. Well, there's the track. Oh, that was going to be really cool if I would have hit it. Fuck. Yeah, I'm just backing myself right into a fucking corner. Fuck. That would have been good for 3,000 to 4,000 at least. Oh, if I wouldn't have taken a bite of the cock. Oh well. Had I not ate shit on that one. Well, we pulled 1,000 out anyway. I'm gonna see how close I can get, but I'm gonna have to. I have to. There's no way I'm getting 19,000 on this. Like I don't. Again, we have rules. I'm not a stunt by guy. I just want to fucking go fast. And boy, does that lead me into some interesting predicaments. Ooh, look, there's whatever these are. $2,000. We'll take it. 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 Okay. How close did we get? 16,000. Fuck. All right. Okay. I wonder how many of these crew. Maybe I could just fill this with crew members. I think after all that, I'm still only up to like 4 lives or less. Where am I actually on that? I don't even know. Oh, I'm at 6. Okay, that's cool. Right between the trees. Fucking A. All right. I picked up another 5,000, so we're only about 11,000 away. All right, let's go do the fucking thing. Okay, 11,000 away. We won't get that on this track, so we're gonna have to go into the jungle. Better right to the jungle. Actually, we're only about 10,000 and change away. Whatever. Get out of here. Okay, so for this one, we have to be a little bit careful because we have to be on the path by the 4th set of flags. Okay, that's 2. This is the 3rd one. Okay, we gotta just stay on here, I guess. Oh, I missed it. Ah, you dirty bitch. Fuck. Damn it. This is why I didn't want to do this. Oh, lordy. All right. Okay, 75. Yeah, about 7,500 away. All right, so we're just gonna keep going till we run out of lives, I think, and then you know what? I'm out of wine. God damn it! I gotta go get the rest of what I have left. I'll do that. We'll be right back. Okie doke. Kind of liking this wine business. Might do this more often. The only problem with wine is that it's slightly more expensive to slug this than to slug beer. Gonna be a little careful how much I'm spending on that particular hobby these days. Ooh, wow. Fucked that up, but that's fine. How did I miss that? Again? Wow. I'm horrible. Okay, so we're... Nope, definitely not. We're below 7,000 now. We're just going to hit... We're going to hit 7 mil. 7 mil. Going to hit the old 7 milli magic number. Finally put that to bed. Oh, good God. Okay. Calm down. We can also ride like right in the middle of these. There's a little boss jump. Little boss jump action. I hate these fucking things. Oh, let's send this bitch. Send it. Oh, kiss my fucking aching ass. God damn it. Why don't I just give away all the fucking rep I'm getting? Why don't I just throw it in the fucking trash? Why don't I just let it piss it away and let it dribble down my leg? God damn it. Alright, this should be a freebie. This one has nothing of any kind at all on it. He's so happy. I love him. One of my favorite characters in all of gaming. My rider who should probably be dead. Okie doke. Let's do this. $5,500. I mean, we'll keep going till I run out of lives. But if I find any fire nodes, I'm definitely doing them.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where the fuck are you going, dude? Oh. Oh, why would you put that there? I love those. Damn it. Man. Well, the problem is that we go to Favela, and Favela is going to be even worse for getting rep. Not as bad as Glacier's is, though. Ooh, that's going to be bad. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Damn it. I'm not going to get the fucking 55 seconds now, but that's all right. Ooh. I hit the sign. All right. It says jump ahead. All right. Let's try to jump it. Why not? I guess you can jump those. Huh. How about that? All right. What do we got left? Jesus Christ. Wider path. Sure. All right. We're 30. We're about 3,500 away from getting the 7 mil. Oh shit, I said I was going to do those, wasn't I? Didn't I? All right. Let's see. Let me I want to revisit that idea actually. Oh my god, I'm down to I'm down to 1 life. Wow. Oh my god. I frittered and fucked away 4 or 5 lives on this bullshit. I would probably be more successful at this if I say that. I say I would be more successful if I was playing it when I wasn't, you know, quite a bit into the wine or beer, just depending on the day. But I say that, and then I think, well, I have not been sloshed or even slightly into the cups most of the times I've played this game, so I don't know that that's really a thing. Okay, 3,000. Let me get the path. Let me do this. I'm going to get the path there. And then I'm going to get the path there. And then we'll come back and look and see what else there is. And maybe I'll do the fire nub. Maybe I won't. Because I feel like I could do it without the fire node, but I think my days, my hours, my minutes of this game are really running low. Well, let's see if I can pick up an extra life here. If I can, then sure, we'll do the fire node. I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair. Okay. All right. Let's see what else there is. Ooh, you could pick up that. Okay, let's pick up that. Okay, we pick up that and that. So we're 2,500 away. Let's pick up this one. Maybe we'll do the final track in the dark. I don't really want to do the fire node if I can avoid it. Okay. Yep. Okay. 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 I wanted to do that, but you can't really do it when you don't have control of the bike, so. Okay, that's fine. Let's do, yeah, maybe we will do the last one in the dark. So we're down to 2,000. I don't want to do the fire node. Don't make me do the fire node. I'm not going to do the fire node. I might do the fire node. I might do the fire node. If we get to 7 million, okay, if we get to 7 million on this track, I'll do the fire node. It seems unlikely, but I mean, you know, open mind, we never know. Oh, what? Come on. Really? Ugh. Okay. I wasted many lives getting that. We do have this though. Okay. 1700. All right. So I think we can do that on the final track. Hey, what's up, Whiskey on Twitch? We're closing in on 7 million and the end of my lives, and probably realistically the end of the stream. But we're not there yet. Oh, this sucks in the fucking dark. Holy fuck, I haven't done this in a long time. Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah, we're knocking at the door. We are close. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, we're there. Well, we're not there, but we're there at the finish. All right. 500, actually 571 away. And we're in favela. Fuck. Fucking favela. So favela has a really interesting boss track. If you've never seen it, you actually are supposed to go over Bicycle Jesus. But it is a pain because it's all buildings, and they're very unforgiving if you run into one. Pick up whatever points we can. Would be streams of viewers like a multiplayer games. Yes, I've heard that certain streamers have viewers on multiplayer games. I've heard that is something people do. I can't say it's something I've done a lot of, but I mean, sometimes though, when I do the Friday Night Wreckfest and stuff, I'll get, you know, there will be a good amount of people tuning in and racing with me. Not 400 though. I would love 400 more viewers. That'd be cool. I think this is a really wicked, creative fucking biome. Okay, 89 to go. Can we do it before I run out of lives? Maybe. 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 I think the new update has actually made the tracks load faster, I think. It used to take quite a while for them to get built. Okay. Yep. Well, there's 10. We're halfway there. I will say that... Ooh, you fucker. No, don't do that. Okay. Damn it. I will say, though, that this is fairly similar, actually, in both Xbone and PS4. Oh, God. This particular biome, because there's not a lot more that you can do with it, I don't think, in PS4. It's just you trying to go through these weird-ass fucking dirt alleys. Damn it. I'm 11 away, and I'm down to my last life. Let's do stunts. Let's do stunts. If I could just stay at 10, that'd be kind of neat. Actually, I wouldn't mind with 69999999999. That'd be funny. I don't think I can do that, though. Actually, I guess I can. The jump is worth 10. If I only do a jump and then stop. Oh, boy. Look at this fucking shit. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Let's do it. All right, there's 10. Oh, that's it. We're right there. I do kind of want to go see Bicycle Jesus, though. Bicycle Jesus is waiting for me. All right. We went way. Yeah. Just stay at 6999999. Never touched again, right? Right? Yeah, I should. I should have. I didn't. Lost opportunities. What are you going to do? All right. Straight race. Let me see how straight this race actually is. If this is straight, we're just gonna fucking balls out this bitch. All right, let's see. This one, I'm gonna actually scout the track, which I almost never do. I like to be surprised by buildings to run into for whatever reason. Okay, looking good, looking good, looking good. Looking really good. We can actually maybe get to Bicycle Jesus. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's go. Yep. I would actually have to watch the replay because that was going so fast. I could not process what was happening there. But we went really, really fucking fast. I don't know how fast we actually went. Do you just die at the end? No. So once you cross the finish line, nothing happens. Like you finished the race. So if you run into the fence at let's see if I'm gonna see. Actually, hang on a second. How fast was I going there? Let me look at the feed. Hold on. Okay, so I hit the fence at 100 and I hit the fence at 104 kilometers an hour. Yeah, you die, but you don't die. You don't really die though. The race is just over, and like, see, you're an angel. I have a halo. So my mic wasn't cutting out. I was looking over at the other feed. So I wanted to see how fast I actually was hitting. And so that was over 100 kilometers an hour, which is it's between 60 and 65 miles an hour, which is cruising on a fucking bike if you're running between buildings. So yeah, running into a fence at that, you're probably many broken bones. Probably a lot of broken bones. So this one we're going to try to do Bicycle Jesus and see if we can get over that. Very fast. Yeah. On a bike? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Yep. Yeah. Once you get over 40 on a fucking bike, dude, it's yeah, you were fucking hauling ass, and it feels like it too. You know, it's not like a motorcycle where you have a little bit of weight. You weigh more than the bike does most of the time. By a lot. Actually, most of the time, all the time. What am I saying? Okay, where's Bicycle Jesus? I want to do Bicycle Jesus. That sounded wrong. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bicycle Jesus! Let's do it!
Yeah! Whoa,
Oh, I'm gonna miss the ramp. Damn it. Well, that was Bicycle Jesus. Anyway. I got a carbon laser helmet. Neat. I've accumulated a lot of crap tonight. But we did get our sub goal of hitting 7 million rep. That's good, I guess. Oh yeah, BMX is completely different. Yeah, when you get on the roads, the fucking road bikes, and you start cranking, like, those will hit depending on where you're at. Like, you can, there was one in the Tour de France that I think ran into a barricade or something at like 55 or 60, like something crazy like that. He lived, but he broke like a whole bunch of collarbones and ribs and all kinds of shit. I don't think that dude ever raced again after that, actually. And I'm trying to remember what happened. I think there might have been people on the track that he was trying to miss or something like that. But yeah, running into one of those fucking barricades at that speed, forget it. Oh my God. 70 on a skateboard? Oh, no. Thank you, sir. I'm surprised the bearings held up at that speed. That's fucking crazy. 70 on a skateboard? Oh my God. I couldn't imagine that. Yeah, no. No, thank you, sir. All right, so we've hit 7 mil. We'll call it good right there, I think. So yeah, definitely, we're not able to accomplish the golden run once again. Um, perhaps, perhaps the next time I play this, I am going to try to do Descenders at least once a month though, until I get that, and then I got to start doing stunt shit. Ugh. I really feel like I was cheated out of that first run though. That was bullshit. Like I possibly could have done that. You got to see, the bicycle Jesus, yeah. I have seen bicycle Jesus. I've jumped over bicycle Jesus' head many, 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 many times. But I haven't played. I can't remember the last time I've done Career Plus. I think it was probably 3 or 4 months ago. But like, you can actually practice the boss tracks. Kind of at that point, I was just kind of fucking around, but I just wanted to see Bicycle Jesus. But yeah, this is it's such a good game. I've played a lot of the other bike games, and a lot of the other bike games are kind of shit comparatively. Sacrilegious to the Santa Cruz purists. It might be. It might be there. So there's a town somewhere that Favela is modeled after, or maybe there's a town called Favela. I don't even know, but it is. It's supposed to be like a real world analog. I think that they did for that. Santa Cruz. Yeah, I'm not familiar super with the mountain bikes, but um, the Pinarellos were the bikes that I always liked, but they were meant to just be fast. They actually look like fucking Ferraris, Ferraris of bikes. It's kind of weird. Like some bikes just look fast. Is it Rio de Janeiro? I don't know. Let's see. I forget the name of the town. But actually the buildings are very, very, very close to what they look like for the real world thing. Where's that meant? I saw it somewhere online what they were. God damn it, what the fuck was it? Oh, you're supposed to take the Enduro on it. No. Oh no, 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 no. What is the name of that fucking um hmm. Oh, favelas are actually a Brazilian name for different areas. It's not. Yeah, you might be right. It might be Rio. I mean, it's got to be if it's got Bike the Redeemer, right? Yeah, I wouldn't use an enduro either. I always use the whatever the downhill, the DH model is. I want to go fast and send my guy flying into stuff. Should a wreck have to happen, which it often does. Enduro, though, is kind of capped. You can only get so fast on those. And the stunt bike, same thing. You can only get to a certain speed. You can't get over 100 kilometers an hour with those things. The downhill, outside of the glitch where I got over 600, the down aimed to be a vegetable. That's exactly right. The downhill is, you can get massive speed with that. It's kind of funny that the new bike that they added in the last update was another fucking enduro. I mean, that's cool. You know, people want to do stunts and tricks and shit on bikes, you know, more power to them. I'm probably not playing the game exactly correctly, but speed. I am speed. But yes, indeed, another really solid session with one of I think the best games available in Descenders. It's always a good time, and we all need games that are always a good time. Old reliable. Back to back. Last week was Wreckfest, the first one. This week is Descenders. And of course, next Friday will be barring an update to Wreckfest 2 early access. The next game next Friday, the next racing game next Friday will be a different one. You're glad you came on the YouTube feed. Hey, I am too, Whiskey. I really enjoyed chatting with you. It's going to be a while before I can throw $250 at a flight simulator. No question about that. But it's always cool to, you know, have somebody here to chit chat and shoot the shit with, for sure. Especially another racer. So I appreciate it, and I do this every Friday. Friday Night Racing is definitely a thing I'm not going to ever abandon. So next week will be probably a different game, but maybe not. It might be early access to a Wreckfest. Wreckfest 2 early access, rather. But it might be a completely new game, a new racing game. But one way or the other, I'll be driving shit probably fast next Friday as well. But tomorrow's stream will be Fear 2, where I dive into some more old stuff. More old garbage, more old trash, more old FPS. And appreciate everyone who stopped by tonight, and I hope to see you for the next one tomorrow. But until that time, I will bid you all adieu.